My daughter convinced me to pay for her wedding, but now that I've found out she plans not to let me attend the ceremony, I canceled everything without her knowing. We had a good relationship when she was younger. We talked a lot, I took her out often, and she seemed to really enjoy being with me overall. However, after her mother cheated on me and we divorced, I believe her mother somehow turned my daughter against me. Since then, my daughter moved in with her mother and refused to speak to me. I tried countless times to contact her, and even thought maybe it was her mother pretending she didn't want to talk to me. But when I went to see her in person, she told me to my face that she had no interest in seeing me. I kept trying because I loved my daughter, but eventually I gave up and decided to wait for her to reach out, realizing she genuinely didn't want to talk. A few years later, just a few months ago, she finally contacted me, saying she was getting married and wanted me to be there. Naturally, I was deeply moved. I had missed my daughter so much, and not having her in my life hurt terribly. In fact, it was the main reason I was in therapy. Hearing that she wanted me to be part of one of the most important moments of her life felt like the best news I could have received. We agreed to meet to discuss the wedding, and the next day, we went to a restaurant we used to visit when she was a child. However, she seemed visibly uncomfortable the whole time, as if she didn't want to be there or was still angry with me. I decided to ignore it, assuming it was just in my head. Shortly after we started talking, she mentioned that she hoped I could help pay for the wedding. I initially thought I'd cover part of the expenses. Her mother would contribute some, and she and her fiancé would handle the rest. But as we discussed details, it became clear she was asking me to pay for almost the entire wedding. Although I had a good salary, the wedding she wanted would cost nearly everything I had saved. Still, I was scared she would get angry again and cut me off, so I reluctantly agreed to pay. I drained my savings, took out a loan, and over the next few months, I made all the payments. I always found it strange that she didn't talk to me about anything other than the wedding, but I figured she was just excited about her big day and didn't think much of it. However, just a few days before the wedding was supposed to happen, her uncle, my ex-wife's brother, knocked on my door. He was clearly upset and asked to come in because he needed to talk to me urgently. Thinking something bad had happened, I let him in. That's when he told me everything. Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.